We're over here with Metropolitan Public Safety with Lieutenant George Clay. How's it going today at the Expo?
It's going very well, especially for a San Diego company. We're actually seeing a lot of people that we normally would not see doing this kind of thing.
Tell us a little bit more about Metropolitan Public Safety.
Well, Metropolitan Public Safety was started and founded in 2001. We actually began business in 2002. It's a bunch of former law enforcement officers, and we kind of got into the security field in San Diego because the predominant security services down there tend to be like event staffing kind of security companies, or you get these guys that drive like these little electric cars you see through the complex here, and that's their patrol vehicle. We use full-size Crown Vics. We do them out just like we did in the police department, computers, lights, cages, the whole 9 yards. And we kind of go at everything as though we were still in law enforcement. So we have the same standard of proof when we come to look at things. And it just allows for when we deal with property managers and think the documentation is going to be much more in-depth than it would be from these other guys that just show up and they use their wand to say, hey, I was here, but I didn't see anything, crime blinders. But we do the reports and that kind of thing that they get in their office, and it just allows them to document, tenant issues or maintenance issues, things of that nature.
And so what type of safety equipment are you equipped with? You've got the Crown Vics, it look like police cars, and what else are you carrying?
With our particular agency, we are 100% armed. Everybody carries a firearm, and that comes from the fact that 99% of the employees are current or former law enforcement. So I have personally run into people that I arrested years ago when I was working for the school district, working security, and I know one of them I put away for 20 years at one point, and I was not happy to see him, but I was okay because I had my equipment. So our people are all trained and certified in firearms, their chemical agent, and their batons. We have a certain number of our people that are instructor certified from Taser International to carry tasers. And our particular policy is if you're going to carry, you actually have to go get an instructor certificate. What you'll find with some of these other companies is they have one person who's an instructor, and they will certify everybody else in the company, which basically comes down to point and shoot. With us, when we send everybody to the Taser Academy, we get law enforcement, security, law enforcement, and civilian instructor certified. And basically we're on the path to become master instructors, which means I could eventually instruct you to become an instructor. So with us, just from a liability standpoint of use of force and that kind of thing, we require everybody to have that certification. And those people that do get that are then certified to carry the taser like I carry.
And so what would we want to get across to those owners, landlords of these properties about Metropolitan Public Safety?
The biggest thing is it's going to be the quality difference between what security companies they may be looking at, and quality does come at a price. So if you're on a budget, we may not necessarily be the ones to handle that. I mean, I'm not going to knock it out of, say, altogether, no, but again, when you're into that position where you're willing to pay for the quality service, we would probably be the ones that you would come to because of the fact that, again, we do everything to that same law enforcement perspective, the same use of force rules, the same investigation techniques, the same burden of proof versus your generic security guard who I know for experience, for example, other people have been fired for defending themselves when they got jumped and they were terminated because they touched somebody, so that other security company just kind of freaked. And again, with us, coming from that law enforcement perspective, we allow our officers the ability to go in and investigate, show some initiative, and go out and do things, which means we may find something before it becomes an actual problem to the property owner because we have the time to go look for this stuff. So it's just one of those things where, again, it's got to come back to you have to pay for quality, and that's where we come in, is we are the quality product.
And so how can they find out more about your company?
Well, they can call us. Our phone number is area code 619-299-1151, or our website, which is www.metropublicsafety.org.
Well done, Lieutenant. Greatly appreciate it.
Thank you very much for your time.